Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. In today's video, I wanted to share my top budget-friendly vitamin C serums with you. I know that everyone's looking to save a buck these days and skincare is a great place to do it. I know there's some people who think that the only worthwhile skincare that's going to give you any results is expensive skincare. That may have been true 20 years ago when there weren't a lot of options, but fast forward to today and we have great companies making inexpensive skincare with great ingredients like Timeless, Maylove, The Ordinary. They've really taken the industry and turned it upside down, and now you don't have to pay a lot to get the same great ingredients that used to only be included in expensive skincare years ago. So vitamin C in the form of L-ascorbic acid is one of the most researched, one of the most effective skincare ingredients that you can use for anti-aging, for overall skin health. What vitamin C does for your skin is it is an antioxidant, which means that it fights free radicals in your skin. So free radicals are things that are caused by sun exposure, exposure to pollution and smoke, and even just stress. So everyday life causes free radicals to be produced in your body. And free radicals are destructive molecules that go around in your skin, breaking down your collagen, breaking down your elastin, destroying your DNA. And so if you have an ingredient that can neutralize them, that is a really great ingredient that is going to help your skin to be stronger and healthier and more resilient. There are a number of different forms of vitamin C, but ascorbic acid is the only one that has really been proven with a huge body of evidence that shows that it works, that it can actually get into your skin to do that free radical neutralizing. And in addition to neutralizing free radicals and protecting the collagen that you have, vitamin C also helps your skin to build more collagen. So it's a really great anti-aging ingredient. It's a really great ingredient to use at any age. It will help all your other skincare work better. It will help your sunscreen work better at protecting your skin from the sun. It is just a great all-around ingredient, one that I love and swear by and have been using for over 10 years now, and I've seen the amazing changes in my skin. What you can expect to see if you use vitamin C in the form of L-ascorbic acid is brighter skin with fewer discolorations, smoother skin with fewer wrinkles, and also firmer skin. I have 6 products to share with you here today, but I'm breaking them into 2 different categories because there are 2 different ways to formulate an ascorbic acid-based vitamin C serum. There are water-based formulas and there are water-free formulas. The water-based formulas are my favorites because the L-ascorbic acid, which in its natural state is a white powder or white crystal, it is already dissolved in the water. And so it's readily available for your skin to absorb it and drink it in and to put it right to work to do all those great things that I just told you about. But the drawbacks to a water-based formula is that it oxidizes and it turns brown and becomes less and less effective over time. Now there are ways to stabilize it by adding helper antioxidants and by formulating it at a lower pH. And also the smell of the vitamin C, which I know a lot of people don't like. It has a funky smell. It kind of smells, people have described it as smelling burnt or like hot dog water or like bologna. This is not a fragrance, this is just the smell of ascorbic acid. I don't mind it, and actually when I smell that smell, I'm like, now I know I'm getting the good stuff, and my skin is able to put 100% of the ascorbic acid in the bottle to work the second it hits my skin because it's already dissolved and it's already ready to go to work. So then the second form are the water-free formulas. And the advantage of the water-free formulas is that they don't oxidize. They're stabilized in the bottle because there is no water in there. So basically what they do is they take the powdered or crystallized vitamin C, ascorbic acid, and they suspend it in something that won't dissolve it. So like a silicone or an oil. Then the idea with those is that when you rub it on your face, there's enough water in your skin that will dissolve the ascorbic acid and then will absorb it and then will put it to work. You know, the problem with those is that who knows how much of that dissolving actually goes on. It could be 100%, but more than likely it's probably not 100%. You know, it depends on how much water you have in your skin, but it is shelf stable. It can sit on the shelf at the store a lot longer. It can sit in your cabinet a lot longer. You don't have to worry about it going off after a while. And they generally will not have that hot dog water smell either. So, if you can't stand the smell, you might want to go with a water-free. If you want like the most potent, most effective, I like the water-based serums better. All right, so let's talk about the best budget-friendly water-based vitamin C serums. So let's go ahead and start with my all-time favorite. This one is the one that I use almost every day. It's the Timeless 20% vitamin C plus E plus ferulic acid serum. This retails for $26.95 for 1 ounce. This also comes in a 1/2 ounce container, and you can also buy a 4 ounce container. This product is fragrance-free, cruelty-free, and vegan. It's a really basic formula. It's water-based, but it does contain hyaluronic acid, so it is going to start moisturizing your skin. Now it has that 20% L-ascorbic acid in there, so it's got the top amount of ascorbic acid. I've also tested this one for the pH, and the pH is right in the perfect range to make it readily absorbed into your skin. The Timeless is packaged in an opaque plastic container with an airless pump dispenser. None of the other vitamin C's are putting their product in an airless pump dispenser, and I don't get why, considering that air and light are the things that degrade the vitamin C. So this packaging will help this last so much longer. This is a really basic formula. There's nothing extra in there as far as fragrances or botanical oils or things like that, and I like that about it too. I'm very sensitive to a lot of botanical oils. I don't like fragrance in my skincare, and so I just like it to have the main ingredients that need to go in there to make it work, and just not too much else, and that's what this gives me. This is a very lightweight, watery formula. When you pump it out, you have to really like hold your fingers together tightly so it doesn't just run right through them. But when you put it on your skin, it is so lightweight and so watery that it really just like absorbs right into your skin so quickly. You don't even have to spend a lot of time rubbing it. It doesn't leave any kind of tackiness or greasiness on the skin. It does have a slightly dewy or luminous finish to it, which I like, and it is, as I said, my favorite and a really, really lovely serum. It will last about 3 months, so that is under $10 a month for the Timeless. Links for all the products will be in the info box below the video. I do have a $5 off discount for you on Timeless if you're a first-time customer, so just use the link to get over to the Timeless website, and first-time customers will automatically get $5 off their order. My second favorite is Maylove the Glow Maker. This one is 1 ounce for $29.95. This is an oil-free, gluten-free, fragrance-free, cruelty-free, and vegan serum, and they also offer free shipping both ways and a 100% money-back guarantee. If you don't like it, you can ship it back to them for free, so that is awesome. Maylove is a really great company. I've been working with them for years. I love their products. I love their formulations. This one contains 15% ascorbic acid, so if the 20% of the Timeless is just a little bit too much for you, a little bit too hard for your skin to adjust to, then you could drop down to like a 15% like the Maylove. And this one also contains the vitamin E and the ferulic acid. It's also formulated at the correct pH. It contains grapeseed extract, aloe juice, hyaluronic acid, and citrus extract. This is a slightly thicker formula than the Timeless. It's a little bit less watery, but it absorbs in really quickly right away. It's slightly less of a dewy finish than the Timeless. This is going to give you more of a satin matte kind of finish. It's really beautiful on the skin, and I love this one too. And the last of the water-based serums is going to be the Dr. Brenner's C Serum. This is $19.99 for 1 ounce, and this does contain vitamin E, vitamin C, and ferulic acid, and also hyaluronic acid. This one does have 20% ascorbic acid, and like the Timeless, this is a stripped down version. It doesn't have any botanical oils or anything extra in it. It's just very, very basic. This one feels thicker going on. It's a little bit thicker of a serum. It definitely leaves a little bit of tackiness to the skin, but otherwise it's really super affordable at under $20 for an ounce, and it lasts. This one will last you a good 6 months without oxidizing. All right, so that's it for the water-based serums. Now let's look at the best budget-friendly waterless formulas. The first one is this Purador 20% vitamin C serum. This is $14.99 for 4 ounces. This is a plant-based waterless formula with lots of extra ingredients added. It is a cruelty-free, gluten-free, organic formula. It contains aloe juice, retinol, hyaluronic acid, ferulic acid, witch hazel, vitamin E, jojoba oil, white jelly mushroom, argan oil, and orange peel oil. So there's a lot in here, but since it doesn't have water, this is shelf stable for, I don't even know, ever. This is a really nice lightweight serum, not as watery as I like because it contains aloe leaf juice, which is a little bit thicker. So it takes a little bit longer to absorb in, but it does absorb in really quickly. It does sit on the surface of your skin a little bit more heavily than some of the water-based serums. And it does give a slightly tacky finish, but it's a fairly matte finish, which is nice. It's not super luminous either, but the smell of this one is so strong. It is very botanical, medicinal. To me, it smells kind of like pine sol, and so I did use it on my face a couple of times. I really couldn't stand the smell on my face, and I didn't love the feeling of this one because it is in an aloe juice base. It does have that kind of aloe thickness to it. You know, it has that kind of milky thickness and a little bit of tack left on the skin. I prefer the really super watery ones that don't leave any feeling on my skin. I mean, and I don't know how you are with fragrances. You may prefer the fragrance of like pine sol to the fragrance of hot dogs, you know, on your face. So, all right, next up is one that you can actually get at the drugstore. This is from L'Oreal. It's their 10% pure vitamin C serum. It's $32.99 for 1 ounce. It's fragrance-free and oil-free. This is a 10% ascorbic acid that's suspended in dimethicone, so that's a silicone. It also has hyaluronic acid in the formula. This is a really basic, simple, stripped-down formula. It feels lovely on the skin. If you like the feel of dimethicone or silicone in your skincare products, you'll love how this feels because it doesn't feel wet. It just goes on very silky and very dry feeling. So it's lovely on the skin, but with 10% vitamin C, you don't really know how much of that is going to be dissolved by the water in your skin. Hopefully you'll be getting that 8%, which is the minimum effective level, but with 10% in here, there are no studies or figures on how much of something like this actually gets dissolved by the water in your skin, so it's hard to say. I kind of wish they had put in a higher percentage of ascorbic acid just to make sure that, you know, you were getting above that 8% threshold. I used this one for about a week when I was testing it, and by the end of the week, I did have little like white crystals sitting on the surface of my skin. So it makes me wonder how much of this is really getting dissolved by the water in my skin, which really didn't leave me with that much confidence that I was getting an effective dose of vitamin C. And of course, we can't talk budget vitamin C serums without including something from The Ordinary. The Ordinary actually has 3 vitamin C serums. None of them are water-based. They have this one, which is the vitamin C suspension 23% plus HA spheres 2%. This is $7 for 1 ounce. And this is the one that I've tried. The other 2 I have not tried. This is fragrance-free, cruelty-free, and vegan. This is silicone-free. The ascorbic acid is suspended in squalane, which is a dry oil. And it also has thickeners in here to keep the oil evenly suspended within the suspension. So it's a pretty sophisticated formula, and it also does contain hyaluronic acid. This is more like a thicker white lotion that feels dry and gives a matte finish on the skin. I didn't find any white crystals on my skin with this, so I hope that much more of it was dissolved, and where they're putting in the 23%, that gives you a chance of having, you know, say 5 or 10% that doesn't dissolve and still getting to an effective level like around 15 or 20% would be great, but again, nobody really knows. But I didn't love this one. I gotta say, the rub-in on this one, I felt like it was very gritty and very scratchy. It kind of burned and irritated and stung a lot when I used it. So I haven't really continued to use this one over time. It's not my favorite, as I said. You guys know which one is my favorite. If you've watched me for any amount of time and watched my skincare routines, you know that the Timeless is my favorite. But, you know, it's not gonna be everybody's favorite, and so I wanted to just offer a few different options for other people. So those are the products that I had to show you today. Those are the best budget vitamin C serums that I'm aware of. There are so many vitamin C products out on the market right now, and so many of them don't contain ascorbic acid. They contain these derivatives or esters of ascorbic acid, which aren't as proven, but they are shelf stable. And they put them in these same kind of packages so that you think you're getting an ascorbic acid-based C serum, but you're really not. So make sure that you double check the ingredients on any vitamin C serum before you purchase it. Make sure that ascorbic acid or L-ascorbic acid is on the label if you want the most effective, the most proven form of vitamin C that there is. There are a ton of ascorbic acid-based vitamin C serums that aren't formulated correctly. They're not at the right pH, they don't have the right helper antioxidants, and so they're not going to be able to get into your skin and do what they need to do. I actually did a video where I tested the pH of various ascorbic acid-based vitamin C serums, and I'll link that for you right up here if you want to hop over and see that one. I thought it was really interesting. All the products that I'm showing you here today that are water-based that do need to be at the proper pH, I've tested these. They are at the correct pH, so they will get into your skin and they will work. That's why they're my favorites. So I'm about getting you the best skincare at the best price that's formulated correctly, that will actually do what it promises. And so you really have to be careful when you're purchasing a vitamin C serum. And so I hope you found this video helpful to you in purchasing the right form of vitamin C serum and the right one for you. So if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. As always, I thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate your watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.